The quest for the enchanted phoenix feather.
In a hidden corner of the world, there existed a realm known as the Magic Land. This mystical land was unlike any other, where enchanted creatures roamed freely, and magic flowed through the very air. At the heart of the Magic Land stood the Whispering Forest, a place of ancient secrets and untold wonders. Within the forest lived a young girl named Alara. She possessed a unique gift, the ability to hear the whispers of the trees and the songs of the animals. One warm morning, as Alara listened to the wind rustling through the leaves, she heard a cry for help. It was a message from the majestic phoenix, a mythical bird with feathers of gold and ruby-red eyes. The phoenix revealed that a dark sorcerer had stolen one of its precious feathers, a source of great magic and healing. Determined to aid the phoenix and restore balance to the Magic Land, Alara embarked on a quest. Her journey took her through the candy cane forest, where the trees bore fruit that tasted like rainbows, and past the crystal mountains, which sparkled like 1,000 diamonds. With each step, Alara encountered magical beings who offered guidance and friendship. A mischievous fairy led her safely across a treacherous river, and a talking rabbit shared riddles that tested her wits. Finally, she reached the sorcerer's lair, a dark castle hidden in the heart of the wandering wasteland. There, amidst swirling storms of purple mist, Alara confronted the sorcerer. He cackled as he waved the phoenix's stolen feather, weaving dark spells. But Alara, armed with her inner magic and the knowledge she had gained on her journey, stood firm. She sang a melody she had learned from the Whispering Forest, a song of unity and healing. The power of her song overcame the sorcerer's dark spells, and he was transformed into a gentle dove. With the sorcerer defeated, Alara returned the enchanted phoenix feather to its rightful owner. The phoenix, filled with gratitude, bestowed upon her a single golden feather, which shimmered with the colors of sunrise. Alara returned to her home in the Whispering Forest, forever changed by her adventure. She now shared the wisdom she had gained from her journey with the creatures of the Magic Land, and the realm became an even more enchanting and harmonious place. And so, the Magic Land continued to thrive, its secrets and wonders protected by the kind-hearted girl who had heard the whispers of the forest and answered the call of the phoenix. Once upon a time, in a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a curious young boy named Oliver. Oliver had a mop of unruly brown hair, bright blue eyes that sparkled with wonder, and a smile that could melt even the grumpiest of hearts. Oliver's village was like something out of a storybook. Colorful cottages lined cobbled streets, and the villagers were always quick to lend a hand or share a tale. But what made this village truly special was its legendary wishing tree. The wishing tree stood tall in the heart of the village square, its branches reaching for the sky like 100 outstretched arms. It was said that if you made a wish on the tree with all your heart, it would come true. The villagers often gathered around the tree, their faces lit up with hope as they closed their eyes and whispered their deepest desires. Oliver, however, was different from the other children. He had never made a wish on the tree, not because he didn't have any wishes, but because he had a secret. You see, Oliver was born with a gift, the ability to talk to animals. In the woods surrounding the village, Oliver had a group of animal friends who trusted him completely. There was Benny the wise old owl, Rosie the quick-footed squirrel, Henry the chatty rabbit, and many others. They would gather in a secret glen, and Oliver would spend hours listening to their stories and adventures. One sunny morning, as Oliver was sitting under the wishing tree, deep in thought, his best friend, Benny the owl, swooped down from a branch above. "Oliver, my boy," Benny hooted, Why don't you ever make a wish on the tree? Oliver sighed and confessed, Benny, I have a secret. I can talk to animals, and they're my friends. They've told me their wishes, but the wishing tree can't grant wishes for animals, only for humans. Benny blinked his round, wise eyes and said, That's a truly wonderful gift, Oliver, but what if we find a way to make the tree understand our animal friends? Maybe it can grant their wishes too. Oliver's eyes lit up with excitement. Do you think it's possible, Benny? Benny nodded and said, Let's gather all your animal friends and give it a try. Over the next few days, Oliver and Benny invited all their animal friends to a grand meeting under the wishing tree. There were squirrels, birds, rabbits, and even a friendly family of foxes. Oliver stood in front of the tree and explained their mission. We want to make the wishing tree understand the wishes of our animal friends, he said. But we need your help. When we make a wish, imagine it with all your heart, and maybe the tree will understand. One by one, the animals made their wishes. Rosie wished for a never-ending supply of acorns, Henry wished for a field of the juiciest carrots, and the birds wished for a peaceful nesting place. Oliver made a wish too. I wish for the animals in the woods to always have enough food and a safe home. As the wishes were made, something magical happened. The wishing tree seemed to sway gently, and a soft, tinkling sound filled the air. It was as if the tree was listening and responding to their heartfelt desires. Over the next few weeks, amazing things began to happen. Rosie found her stash of acorns magically replenished, and Henry's carrot patch grew larger and more abundant than ever before. The birds discovered cozy nests, and even the foxes found a comfortable den in the heart of the woods. Oliver was thrilled that the wishing tree had heard their animal friends' wishes, but he knew that they couldn't stop there. He continued to visit the tree, making wishes for the animals and the village, and soon the entire community joined in, making wishes for the well-being of the animals and the beauty of nature. As the years passed, the village flourished, and the forest became a haven for all creatures, great and small. The wishing tree had become a symbol of unity and compassion, reminding everyone that their actions could make a difference, not only in their lives but also in the lives of the animals and the world around them. One day, as Oliver sat under the now ancient wishing tree, he closed his eyes and made a wish for himself. I wish for a lifetime filled with love, friendship, and the joy of helping others. And just as it had done for so many others, the wishing tree granted Oliver's heartfelt wish. His life was indeed filled with love, friendship, and the happiness of making a difference in the world. From that day on, Oliver continued to talk to animals and share their wishes with the wishing tree, knowing that their voices were heard and their dreams could come true. And the village, well, it remained a place of wonder and magic, all thanks to a curious young boy, a wise old owl, and a tree that knew the true power of wishes from the heart. The Butterfly's Journey of Transformation. Once upon a time in a lush, sun-kissed meadow, there lived a young caterpillar named Carl. Carl was an ordinary caterpillar, plump and green, but he dreamed of something extraordinary. He yearned to become a butterfly, to soar through the clear blue skies and paint the world with vibrant colors. One sunny morning, as Carl crawled along a leaf, he met a wise old butterfly named Bella. Bella had wings adorned with patterns resembling stained glass windows. She saw the longing in Carl's eyes and knew it was time to share her wisdom. Become a butterfly, you must undergo a remarkable transformation, Bella told Carl. She explained how he would need to spin a silken cocoon around himself and wait patiently inside, undergoing a miraculous change. With newfound determination, Carl spun his cocoon and waited. Days turned into weeks, and Carl's transformation began. Inside his cocoon, his body dissolved into a liquid, and his dull skin gave way to a shimmering chrysalis. As Carl's chrysalis began to change, so did his perspective. He reflected on his life as a caterpillar, the days of munching leaves, and the friendships he had made along the way. He realized the importance of patience, growth, and embracing change. One day, when the warm sun bathed the meadow, Carl's chrysalis split open, revealing a creature more beautiful than he had ever imagined. He emerged as a stunning butterfly, his wings painted with hues of blue, yellow, and red. He felt the lightness of flight and the joy of transformation. Carl joined Bella in the sky, and together they danced among the wildflowers, spreading pollen and color. They painted the meadow with their vibrant wings, bringing smiles to the faces of all who saw them. As the seasons changed, Carl and Bella continued their journey, exploring new meadows and meeting other butterflies. They learned that life was a series of transformations, each one bringing new wonders and lessons. And so, Carl, the once ordinary caterpillar, had become a symbol of beauty, resilience, and the power of transformation. His story served as a reminder that within each of us, there is the potential to change, grow, and discover the extraordinary within.
Once upon a time, in a magical land beyond the clouds, there lived a little star named Sparky. Sparky was the tiniest star in the sky, but he was also the most curious. Every night, when all the other stars started twinkling, Sparky would ask, "Why do we shine so bright? Why do we twinkle?" But the older stars were too busy to answer. One day, Sparky decided to find the answers himself. He left his cozy spot in the sky and floated down to earth. He landed in a meadow full of colorful flowers. "Hello, little star. What brings you here?" chirped a friendly bluebird. "I want to know why stars shine and twinkle," Sparky said with a big smile. The bluebird thought for a moment. "Stars shine to light up the night, and they twinkle to say hello to all the children and animals below." Sparky was delighted. "I want to make children and animals happy too." The bluebird taught Sparky how to dance with the wind and play with the leaves. Sparky's gentle light made the meadow glow in the moonlight, and the children and animals felt soothed and safe. As the sun started to rise, Sparky knew it was time to go back to the sky. He flew up, and up, back to his place among the stars. That night, when Sparky twinkled in the sky, all the children and animals below looked up and smiled. They knew that the little star was saying hello and sharing his magical light with them. And so, every night, Sparky continued to twinkle, making the world below feel loved and happy. And he was the happiest little star in the entire sky.
Cosmo is a space travel bunny.
In a quaint little village, nestled at the edge of a vast forest, lived a curious and adventurous bunny named Cosmo. Unlike the other bunnies who spent their days hopping around the meadows, Cosmo had his eyes set on the stars. He would spend hours gazing up at the night sky, dreaming of exploring the cosmos. One day, a renowned scientist named Professor Hopper moved into the village. Intrigued by Cosmo's fascination with space, the professor decided to take the young bunny under his wing. Professor Hopper had been working on a groundbreaking invention, a spacefaring vessel called the Carrot Cruiser.
With the professor's guidance, Cosmo started to learn about astrophysics, rocket science, and navigation. He studied tirelessly, determined to one day embark on a space adventure of his own. His dedication was evident to all, and soon the villagers began referring to him as Cosmo the Space Travel Bunny. After years of hard work, the Carrot Cruiser was finally complete. It was a sleek, carrot-shaped spacecraft powered by a mix of carrot juice and solar energy. Professor Hopper and Cosmo stood before the vessel, their hearts brimming with excitement and anticipation. The day of the launch arrived, and the village gathered to bid Cosmo farewell. With a tear in his eye, Cosmo hugged his family and friends, promising to return with tales of his cosmic journey. He climbed into the Carrot Cruiser's cockpit, strapped in, and initiated the countdown sequence. 10, 9, 8, the professor's voice echoed through the speakers. 7, 6, 5, the villagers chanted in unison. 4, 3, 2, Cosmo's heart raced. 1, blast off. Everyone shouted as the Carrot Cruiser's engines roared to life. With a powerful burst of energy, the spacecraft soared into the sky, leaving behind a trail of stardust. Cosmo's dream was finally coming true. He was on his way to explore the mysteries of the universe. Cosmo's journey took him to distant planets, breathtaking nebulae, and dazzling star clusters. He marveled at the beauty and vastness of space, all while conducting experiments and collecting data for the professor. Along the way, he encountered friendly alien creatures and helped solve problems using his ingenuity and resourcefulness. As months turned into years, Cosmo's adventures continued. He faced challenges, overcame obstacles, and forged intergalactic friendships. But his heart began to yearn for home, and he knew it was time to return to the village he loved. With the Carrot Cruiser loaded with samples, photographs, and a heart full of stories, Cosmo set a course for his home planet. As he descended through the atmosphere, a crowd of villagers gathered to witness his return. The Carrot Cruiser landed with a gentle thud, and Cosmo emerged, a hero in their eyes. Cosmo shared his incredible experiences with the villagers, inspiring them to dream big and reach for the stars. Professor Hopper praised Cosmo for his bravery and dedication, and the two continued their scientific pursuits, with Cosmo's spacefaring adventures fueling their curiosity for years to come. And so, the tale of Cosmo the Space Travel Bunny became a legend in the village, a reminder that even the smallest among us can achieve the greatest of dreams when fueled by passion and a sense of adventure.
Sandy's adventure in the magical ocean.
Once upon a time, there was a curious little seashell named Sandy. Sandy lived on a beautiful sandy beach beside the big blue ocean. Every day, Sandy would listen to the ocean's stories about the faraway places it had been and the wonderful creatures that lived within it. One sunny morning, as the waves gently kissed the shore, Sandy decided it was time for an adventure. With a little wiggle and a determined spirit, Sandy rolled into the sparkling water. As soon as Sandy touched the ocean's surface, a magical shimmer surrounded the seashell. Sandy's adventure began. The current carried Sandy through colorful coral reefs where fish of all sizes darted and danced. Sandy giggled as tiny fish tickled its edges with their soft fins. Deeper and deeper Sandy went. Suddenly, a group of dolphins appeared, leaping and twirling in the water. They invited Sandy to join their playful dance, and Sandy spun around with delight. As the day turned to dusk, Sandy found itself in the mysterious depths of the ocean. There, it met an old and wise sea turtle named Tidal. Tidal shared stories of ancient times and taught Sandy about the importance of protecting the ocean and its creatures. Sandy's heart was filled with wonder and gratitude. It was time to return home, but Sandy knew it would never forget its incredible adventure. With a joyful flip, Sandy rode a gentle wave back to the shore. Back on the sandy beach, Sandy shared its tales of the magical ocean with its seashell friends. The beach was alive with excitement as the seashells imagined the underwater wonders Sandy had seen. From that day on, Sandy became the storyteller of the beach, sharing the tales of the ocean's beauty, mystery, and the need to protect it. And so, every time a child picked up a seashell on the beach and held it to their ear, they heard not only the ocean's song but also the magical story of Sandy's adventure in the deep blue sea. And the ocean smiled, for it knew that Sandy's adventure had ignited a love and respect for its treasures in the hearts of many.